And here it is with different lighting, right? Because this kind of matters. Like this is really harsh overhead lighting, side lighting, good lighting, best lighting. All right, have a good rest of your day, guys. And thank you for watching the video. This is the final look. Simple, but good. So today we're going to go over how to do like a more understated blush bronzer combo without using like anything neon. And we're actually going to do it the stereotypical way where you put powder on first so that way you can judge properly how much blush you have on and such. So I'm gonna get my powder first. I'm using the Kiora brand. It's like a beige. It doesn't really go on beige. And I cleaned my brushes, so it's exciting stuff. They're a little wet still, so the makeup will apply differently, but they're not too bad. Let me get more out of this. Okay, so I got about that much. I'm going to really get it on the brush and gently sculpt or pat it onto my face. And then there was more in the thing that I hadn't used. So doing the same on my chin. So I'm focusing on the center of my face because I'm going to use other powders on the outside of my face. And then getting a little more. Cool. And putting it under the eyes, in particular, this line that I end up with here, and my forehead. A little less on the forehead because I have bangs. My hair's still really wet. So if you haven't seen it, I have a Get Unready With Me video that I talked about how to do like a hair oil treatment with just oil that you have. But anyway, you just put some like olive or like vegetable oil in a little cup, microwave it for a second, and then you can give yourself a hot oil treatment. It's really awesome. So I'm gonna use a different powder I have. This one is air spun, so I'm going to want to exhale the whole time. So I avoid getting it in my nose. Okay. Use a lot more. My face, I have a lot of moisturizer on, and that tends to be the judge of how much powder I have to use. Okay, that looks good. So since I'm trying to do a more natural blush, I'm going to do the bronzer first. So I have this color, Scary. I'm going to grab only a little bit of it. Tap the excess off. Go like so. And like so on both sides, trying to get it built up and then working it up into there. So this is a really good way to contour if you don't know how to contour, or if you're just learning. Do this first instead of your blush first so that you learn the shadows of your face. Right, like that looks nice and natural without like being too much. So I'm gonna grab a little more, do my nose. Then my chin, working it up into that cheekbone that I sculpted, and blending that out a little. This is part of why I did the base powder first. So that looks good. And I'm going to grab like a gold highlight. Put that here, 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 side of the nose, down the nose, Cupid's bow, and like in a V shape on my chin. And I'm going to take a healthy amount and go like this on the face. That it has a nice like glow to it. Here's the difference. It has a glow, it's just uneven as opposed to a little bit everywhere. And now I'm going to take a lighter pink highlighter, go up in the eyebrow area. And this is a little too shiny, so I'm going to grab some of this powder and just diffuse it a little, right? Like put a little clear powder on top of it. That didn't do anything. So I'm gonna go with a very glossy approach today, which means with like a glossy approach. One second. Okay, so I'm going to take a glossier approach to the eyeshadow. For that, I'm going to grab an eyeshadow brush. It's a fluffy eyeshadow brush. And I'm going to grab some highlighter. Some light pink. I'm going to put it in my inner corner. And grab some of this gold highlighter and do it there. So this is a little damp. That's part of how it's going on so smooth, because I have a wet base. And then I'm going to grab this darker pink and put some in the outer corner, just a little. Just enough to add like a pop or a glow. And bring it inward, splash. Creating a little bit of a cut crease, but not quite. I'm gonna blend it more than that. So I'm rotating the brush to do a sideways blend. Okay, that looks really good. Grabbing some more of this dark pink and tamping it onto here. I grabbed like a lot, so it's super pigmented, but I used a lot of product. Tapping this for getting the extra off. Now doing there. Then I'm going to do the inner corner here and here. I said I was going for a glossier approach. I don't know what that meant. I guess we're doing golden pink, something fiery. Now I'm going to use this in the waterline. Instead of eyeliner. Needs a little more. Okay, so patting it very gently so it doesn't really get the extra down underneath. I'm smoothing this line out underneath here. Okay, that's what it looks like from far away. Really, it looks cool. It looks glowy, it looks fiery, it looks ephemeral. I'm going to take a white eyeshadow stick and then do this. Yes, it looks bad. Give it a second. I'm going to blend it a little. Try not to mess up the makeup underneath. I did mess up the makeup underneath. Yo, let me look in the mirror. It looks bad. Well, it doesn't look too bad actually. It just looks like you can see some of my eye bag. So I'm grabbing an eyeliner pencil. I'm going to grab this burgundy pencil I have, or this purple pencil I have, and do the outer corner underneath. Cool. And do the same thing, bringing this up. Making sure that's even, almost. Bringing this in. And now doing the waterline. It's like putting contacts in. You can't look at it when you're doing it. And going underneath a little. Perfect. And now mascara. Going to do something different today. No, I'm not. I am going to do something that uses less product though. I'm only doing like 2 coats, grabbing from the root of the lashes, going up. See? This is how to do it fast. And then if you rotate your hand, you can get more volume at the root. Perfect. And my eyebrows look pretty good natural. They match my hair, you know what I mean? Okay. So here's the final look. It's a clean girl aesthetic, but with some eyeshadow. Oh, lipstick. Gasp, how could I forget? I'm going to use this. It's more of a lip liner, but it goes on really nicely. And it's also super close to my actual lip color, so it looks pretty good. And then I'm going to grab a hot pink lip gloss. And just smooth it out. A little bit overline the lips with the lip gloss right there. And if you add an extra dab here, pat it on instead of smearing it for the extra glossy. Clean up the edges. And here it is, the final look. All right, super shiny. Didn't use any actual blush, at least on my face.